like to talk about spouses as a source of personal recruiting. Too many times we've overlooked the idea that the spouse in a particular situation at home really knows more people than probably their partner. Because the spouse, especially the spouse is a stay-at-home spouse, that person in particular is going to know people in the neighborhood who have lost their jobs, are changing careers. They know about all the things happening in that neighborhood or that community. Where the other person, they're away at work, they may only come home and know from whatever the spouse says. Do you know Mary lost her job? Do you know that Bob's unhappy? Bob wants to change careers. One of the greatest sources are your agent's spouses. Those spouses can become a tremendous, tremendous personal recruiting source. Now, there's lots of ideas. I'm not going to share all of them with you today, but one idea that you can do, once you have your agent aboard, you can go back and have a meeting with the spouses. You can bring them in for like a coffee and donut day, just to find out and let them know about the career. And while they're there, you can mention to them that, hey, you're going to come across people in your own neighborhood or community that they're going to confide in you and let you know that they're really thinking about changing, or their spouse has lost their position at work, or they're unhappy with their current career. I will bet you if you talk to 8 people in a week, 7 of them will tell you if they're employed, they're not happy with their current job. We know for sure that 89.5% of the people who are gainfully employed and earn an income, when surveyed, said they would change careers if the right opportunity came along. So the chances are in your favor statistically that if you're talking to those spouses on somewhat of a regular basis, you will access a whole nother database of people that you're missing right now that you could be at least getting names from, that you could actually end up hiring. Spouses keep phone books. They may have it on the internet today or on their phone. They're the ones, if a list is put together, the spouse puts the list together. So if you're really looking to work through your agents, and I would work through your agents, meaning via the spouse. The spouse is going to become the major source of names for you and potential hires, more so than your agent that you might have hired. So I would not overlook this as a source for sure. One idea you could have is once a month, invite the spouses into the office. Have some coffee and donuts. Talk about the latest things going on within the company and the organization, the great opportunities, the bonuses that people are making, and then have an opportunity to say, hey, you may know somebody that really is unhappy with their current career and are not married to their current profession or job. If you know anybody like that, we'd like to invite them to an open forum, about a 15 to 20 minute infomercial to let them know about the opportunities that your company might offer that your spouse works for. So if you're interested in that idea, think about that. I would do it. It might take you 2 or 3 contacts with that spouse to where they feel more comfortable about bringing people in or recommending people to you. And you can set up what I call a spouse referral board right in your office, where you can actually have points that you could give to that spouse every time to refer somebody to you. You can set up bonus programs. The point I'm trying to make here is, if you're not networking, I'll use that term, with the spouses of your agents, you may be missing one of the best recruiting sources that you could ever have that's so close that you're passing the opportunity. Don't overlook the spouse as a major, major source of personal recruiting. They have networks, whether they're employed outside the home or not. They have a personal network of people, and one of the first things they always talk about, how's your job going? How's your spouse's job going? Gee, your spouse changed careers. How are they doing? They'll know more about that, what's going on in that neighborhood, than you're ever going to know about it yourself. Good luck, good recruiting. Don't overlook that as a source.